Well, I want to share some exciting news with my awesome friends. This is my grandson Ricky, his fiancee Becky, and their son Kevin. They've been saving their money for 2 years and they finally managed to get a house right before the wedding. The wedding is in December and they have been buying things up for the last 2 years to put in this house also. So they have already furnished this whole house, and most of everything I'm going to share with you today, they did not go into debt for. They managed to collect it before they ever moved in here. And here's some beautiful pictures of our family together, our grandchildren, their cousins, and live, laugh, and love. That's what this family tries to do, stays together the best we can. And we have an awesome family. This is the second one of my grandchildren that has been able to afford to buy a home in Southern California. Hard to believe as expensive as everything is here. Now my grandson got this house about 60,000 under what it was valued for because it was in pretty sad shape, but he has managed to in a month what would have probably taken me 5 years to do. And most of the things you're going to see like this project, he did it for free. Yep, for free. Because I have a grandson that understands the value of money. And he was able to save his down payment in 2 years for this house. He went out to the forest, got this piece of wood, came to Grandma's house, got some cuttings and succulents, and he started building his little project here. He's always building something. And I'm sure he had the second to the worst house in the neighborhood when he bought this house, and his neighbors are in a state of shock how much work he has done in about a month's time. He has went in here, repainted most of the rooms in this house now, and we're going inside and see what else he's done. Most of the things you're going to see he already owned and had before he ever moved to this house. And when he sent me pictures of this house he bought, I didn't understand that whole thing was his. When we move back away from this house a little bit further back, you'll see what I mean. And he did all the landscaping in less than a month. Most of it he did it in a couple of weeks. So he has been working really, really hard. I don't know how he's worked a full-time job and remodeled this house at the same time. And of course, Becky was in there every inch of the way helping also. And her father came over and helped also some. And of course, my grandson's brothers and father came over and helped too. Look at how big this place is. I saw those three structures and I didn't realize they were all his. And the driveway is massive. And he also put that fire pit in and the party lights and everything himself. The yard was in total disarray when he got the place. In a month's time, he was able to get most of the rubbish cleaned up. And as you can see, he has worked very hard to clean everything off. Eventually, he'll get a lawn in, but it didn't come with a lawn, so you have to get the rubbish cleaned up first and then start working. He even built the fire pit. That wasn't there either. And he got Becky this cute little plant. Isn't it cute? A little bonsai? Oh, it was so cute. I couldn't believe all the work my grandson has done to get this place looking fabulous. Look at all the party lights he strung. All this came from his former home that he had. He disassembled it all and brought it on over. Because one thing my grandson does, he doesn't waste anything. He even saved all these rocks for this project. He was always going to do a dry riverbed in his front yard. Even before he bought the home, he started collecting all these supplies to do it. Of course, he ran out of rocks. He didn't realize how many rocks he was going to need for this project. But doesn't it look beautiful? I'm sure his dad was in a state of shock when he saw all the work he's done in such a short amount of time. When they moved all this stuff over here, he just said, drop it here, drop it there, and my son thought he was crazy. He didn't think that he could put this all together in a few weeks, but he did. He got these flower beds all put in himself. Doesn't the place look wonderful? Look how long that driveway is. And of course, he has his horseshoe pit up. This is going to be a home for people to come over and have a good time, to entertain. He has really put a lot of time and effort into it, and this is just the beginning. Now look at how big this kitchen is. Oh, I was amazed. My kitchen's about half the size of this kitchen, and it's not small at all. It's quite large, and it has a beautiful island that you can easily put 6 people at, and really a big kitchen. And then it has a dining room on top of that and a good sized living room. Oh, I can't believe that he was able to afford to buy such a nice home. It is just a beautiful, beautiful home. And he has put so much time and effort into fixing it up. And it will probably be a show place by next year, the rate he's going. He is working himself to death, so hopefully he's going to slow down a little. Because it's a lot of work putting up that much lawn that he doesn't have any yard at all to start from. He has to clear it all from zero again. Now the living room looks very nice. They had all this furniture already. They didn't go into debt. They've been buying a little here and a little there for the last 2 years. So they were able not to have to move into a house and go out and buy anything. They have painted the whole inside of the first floor. Everything looks new and fresh. I probably should have got some pictures of before he did all this work. But doesn't everything look nice? And it's really quite large, as you can tell. There's 3 couches in this room. And he's got a fish tank, and he's got a little tank over there for his snake. And it's a nice 2-story home, so there's plenty of room. Beautiful windows that look over the front yard that is quite large. Here's their family room. Isn't it nice? He's even painted this whole room already himself. And Becky. They have put so much time and effort into this part of the house. Becky's still going to college, so this is going to be a study for right now, not really a family room, because it's basically going to be for her to study in here. So, but Ricky made it look really pretty for her, and there is a couch in here and a big bag and shelving units here where she can put all of her books on, and a fan to stay cool, and of course a pot-belly stove to stay warm this winter. Of course he puts man cave there, hoping someday it will be his man cave, but it sounds like it's going to be Becky's study hall for right now, so he'll have to wait another 2 years for her to finish school. But he did all the woodwork and painted everything himself. He got the special kind of paint that's for heat, for he could paint the pot-belly stove to make it look brand new again. And you can tell my grandson loves sports. There's sports items everywhere in this room. But Becky is such a sweet woman, she doesn't care. And their lives are going to be full of joy in this beautiful home. And since he painted all of this room, it just looks so beautiful and inviting, and a great place for Becky to study, and a great place later down the road for the family to sit and watch TV. Well, this part here, he's already landscaped and redid himself. All the work you see in this area, he's put in since they moved in. This is a nice little seating area, but you can put quite a few people here to stay cool in our hot summer here in Southern California. Here's my grandson Ricky and my husband Jim, sitting and relaxing in the shade after spending the day out enjoying the group that showed up for this birthday party for Becky. And Becky's best friend right here. Oh, it's been a wonderful day with all the friends and family here, and enjoying such a big, beautiful home they have. And of course, everyone's looking at all the work he has done in an amazement in just a month's time. He has put so much time and effort building flower beds and getting them planted. It's a lot of work, but he was up for it, and he's done a wonderful, wonderful job. So, what do you think of my grandson's home? Didn't he do a great job? I thought he did.